What comes to mind when you think of Canada? Perhaps it's the vast, snow-capped landscapes, the friendly people, or the iconic maple leaf. But did you know that Canada is also home to one of the fastest-growing Muslim populations in the world? From just 13 Muslims in 1870 to nearly 2 million today, Islam has become the second-largest religion in this multicultural nation. How did this transformation happen? And what does it mean for the future of Canada and its Muslim community? Today, we're diving into the story of Islam in Canada, a story of faith, resilience, and the power of diversity in shaping a nation. Canada, often celebrated as a land of opportunity and inclusivity, is a country built on the principles of multiculturalism. In 1971, it became the first Western nation to adopt multiculturalism as an official policy, embracing the ethnic, cultural, and religious diversity of its people. This policy has allowed Canada to become a mosaic of cultures, where differences are not just tolerated, but celebrated. Islam in Canada is a shining example of this multicultural ethos. From its humble beginnings in the late 19th century to its vibrant presence today, the Muslim community has grown and flourished, contributing to the social, economic, and cultural fabric of the nation. Yet, this journey has not been without challenges. Islamophobia, discrimination, and the struggle for acceptance have tested the resilience of Canadian Muslims. This is a story of faith, community, and the enduring power of hope. It's a story that challenges us to rethink our assumptions about Islam, about Canada, and about what it means to belong in a rapidly changing world. The story of Islam in Canada begins in the late 19th century, with the arrival of a small group of Muslim immigrants. The first recorded Muslims in Canada were a handful of individuals who came as part of the broader wave of immigration during that era. By 1870, there were just 13 Muslims in the country, but this small community laid the foundation for what would become a thriving and dynamic population. One of the most significant milestones in the history of Islam in Canada was the establishment of the first mosque, Al-Rashid Mosque, in Edmonton, Alberta, in 1938. Built by Lebanese immigrants, this mosque became a symbol of the growing Muslim presence in Canada. It was a place of worship, a community center, and a beacon of hope for Muslims in a predominantly Christian society. Over the decades, the Muslim population in Canada grew steadily, fueled by immigration from countries such as Pakistan, India, Somalia, and the Middle East. By 2001, there were over 579,000 Muslims in Canada, and by 2021, that number had surged to 1.7 million, making up approximately 4.8% of the population. Today, in 2024, the Muslim population has reached nearly 2 million, or 5% of the total population. This growth has been accompanied by the establishment of mosques, Islamic schools, and cultural centers across the country. Cities like Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver have become hubs of Muslim life, with vibrant communities that reflect the diversity of the global Muslim Ummah. Despite the progress made, the Muslim community in Canada continues to face significant challenges. Islamophobia, fueled by stereotypes and political rhetoric, remains a pervasive issue. Acts of discrimination, ranging from verbal abuse to physical violence, have left many Muslims feeling marginalized and vulnerable. One of the most tragic examples of this hostility was the 2017 Quebec City mosque shooting, which claimed the lives of 6 worshippers and injured many others. This horrific event shocked the nation and sparked a broader conversation about Islamophobia and hate crimes in Canada. In response, the Canadian government appointed Amira El-Kawabi as the first ever special representative to combat Islamophobia in 2023. A journalist and activist, El-Kawabi has been tasked with advising, advocating, and supporting Canada's efforts to fight Islamophobia, systemic racism, and religious intolerance. Mosques in Canada are more than just places of prayer. They are vibrant community hubs that play a crucial role in the lives of Muslims. They offer educational programs, social services, and cultural events that help bridge the gap between the Muslim community and the wider society. For example, the Islamic Society of North America, ISNA, in Mississauga, Ontario, hosts interfaith dialogues, open houses, and cultural exhibitions, inviting Canadians of all backgrounds to learn about Islam and engage with the Muslim community. Similarly, the Istiqlal Islamic Center of Toronto, established by the Indonesian Muslim community, serves as a spiritual home and support network for Muslims in the city. One of the most hopeful aspects of the Muslim community in Canada is its youth. Young Muslims are redefining what it means to be both Canadian and Muslim, blending their cultural heritage with the values of their adopted homeland. They are active in politics, arts, sports, and academia, using their talents and voices to challenge stereotypes and build bridges. Initiatives like the Muslim Youth Leadership Program provide young Muslims with the tools and opportunities to become leaders in their communities. These programs emphasize civic engagement, social justice, and interfaith collaboration, empowering the next generation to make a positive impact. Ramadan in Canada is a unique experience, shaped by the country's cultural and geographical context. With long summer days, fasting can last up to 16 hours, posing a challenge for many Muslims. Yet, the spirit of Ramadan is alive and well, with mosques hosting iftar meals, Quran recitations, and Taraweeh prayers. Eid al-Fitr, the festival marking the end of Ramadan, is celebrated with great enthusiasm. Muslims gather in mosques and open spaces for Eid prayers, followed by festivities with family and friends. In cities like Toronto and Montreal, Eid celebrations often include cultural performances, bazaars, and interfaith events, showcasing the diversity and vibrancy of the Muslim community. The growth of Islam in Canada would not have been possible without the leadership and dedication of Muslim community leaders. These individuals have worked tirelessly to build mosques, establish schools, and advocate for the rights of Muslims in Canada. One such leader is Dr. Ingrid Mattson, a prominent scholar and former president of the Islamic Society of North America. Dr. Mattson has been a vocal advocate for dialogue and understanding, using her platform to challenge stereotypes and promote integration. Her work is a reminder that leadership is not just about authority, it's about service, courage, and the willingness to stand up for what is right. The story of Islam in Canada is not just about the Muslim community, it's about the broader issues of integration, identity, and coexistence in a multicultural society. It raises important questions about how societies can embrace diversity while maintaining social cohesion. In Canada, the Muslim community's journey offers valuable lessons for other countries grappling with similar challenges. It shows that integration is not about assimilation, but about finding a balance between preserving one's identity and contributing to the wider society. While many Muslim leaders in Canada have worked to promote understanding and integration, there have been controversies as well. Some critics argue that certain leaders have failed to adequately address issues such as extremism and gender inequality within the community. These debates highlight the complexities of leadership in a diverse and evolving community. The story of Islam in Canada is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of faith. From its humble beginnings to its vibrant presence today, the Muslim community has overcome countless challenges to carve out a space for itself in the heart of this multicultural nation. But this journey is far from over. It is a living, evolving narrative, one that continues to shape and be shaped by the broader currents of history, politics, and culture. To truly understand the depth of this story, we must explore not only the triumphs, but also the ongoing struggles, the lessons learned, and the hopes for the future. The Muslim community in Canada is a mosaic of diverse cultures, languages, and traditions. From the early Lebanese immigrants who built the first mosque in Edmonton to the Somali refugees who found refuge in Toronto, each group has brought its own unique contributions to the fabric of Canadian society. Despite their differences, these communities share a common thread, an unwavering commitment to their faith, and a determination to build a better life for themselves and their children. This resilience is evident in the way Muslims have navigated the challenges of integration. Learning a new language, adapting to a different culture, and facing discrimination are no small feats. Yet, the Muslim community has not only survived but thrived, establishing mosques, schools, and cultural centers that serve as pillars of support and identity. Mosques in Canada are more than just places of prayer. They are vibrant community hubs that play a crucial role in the lives of Muslims. They offer educational programs, social services, and cultural events that help bridge the gap between the Muslim community and the wider society. For example, the Islamic Society of North America, ISNA, in Mississauga, Ontario, hosts interfaith dialogues, open houses, and cultural exhibitions, inviting Canadians of all backgrounds to learn about Islam and engage with the Muslim community. Similarly, the Istiqlal Islamic Center of Toronto, established by the Indonesian Muslim community, serves as a spiritual home and support network for Muslims in the city. Despite the progress made, the Muslim community in Canada continues to face significant challenges. Islamophobia, fueled by stereotypes and political rhetoric, remains a pervasive issue. Acts of discrimination, ranging from verbal abuse to physical violence, have left many Muslims feeling marginalized and vulnerable. One of the most troubling aspects of this hostility is its impact on young Muslims. Many young people struggle with their identity, caught between the expectations of their families and the pressures of Canadian society. They face discrimination in schools, workplaces, and public spaces, leading to feelings of alienation and marginalization. Yet, even in the face of such adversity, the Muslim community has shown remarkable strength. Organizations like the Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, Canada, and the National Council of Canadian Muslims, NCCM, have worked tirelessly to combat discrimination and promote understanding. They provide legal support, raise awareness, and advocate for policies that protect the rights of Muslims. One of the most hopeful aspects of the Muslim community in Canada is its youth. Young Muslims are redefining what it means to be both Canadian and Muslim, blending their cultural heritage with the values of their adopted homeland. They are active in politics, arts, sports, and academia, using their talents and voices to challenge stereotypes and build bridges. Initiatives like the Muslim Youth Leadership Program provide young Muslims with the tools and opportunities to become leaders in their communities. These programs emphasize civic engagement, social justice, and interfaith collaboration, empowering the next generation to make a positive impact. The story of Islam in Canada offers valuable lessons for other countries grappling with the challenges of integration. It shows that diversity is not a threat, but an opportunity to enrich society, foster innovation, and build a more inclusive future. Canada's experience also highlights the importance of dialogue and understanding. By engaging with the Muslim community, listening to their concerns, and addressing their needs, the country can create a society where everyone feels valued and respected. The story of Islam in Canada is not just a story to be admired, it's a call to action. It challenges us to reflect on our own attitudes and behaviors, to confront our biases, and to work toward a more just and equitable world. For Muslims in Canada, this means continuing to build bridges, to engage with the wider society, and to uphold the values of compassion, justice, and integrity that lie at the heart of Islam. For non-Muslims, it means opening their hearts and minds, challenging stereotypes, and standing up against discrimination. At its core, the story of Islam in Canada is a story of hope. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, we have the capacity to rise above our challenges and create something beautiful. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of faith, culture, and community. As we navigate the complexities of our modern world, let us draw inspiration from this story. Let us remember that, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, there is always hope. Hope for a better tomorrow, hope for a more united world, and hope for the realization of our shared humanity. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, may your Ramadan be filled with blessings, your Eid with joy, and your heart with the spirit of unity.